So Bob, all these games seemingly all come down to last seconds. But you're down 19. What's the key to getting you back into position to even win it?
Making shots. We made some shots. We did a better job defensively. I thought we really slowed them down in the second half with what we did defensively, and then we made shots. Sean came in, hit some big shots for us. Taz hit some big shots. Deuce hit some shots. And I think we did a much better job limiting them to one shot instead of giving them 3 and 4 like we did at times.
Justin Jackson.
Hey, Coach, on that defense in the second half, Emmett basically just said it was man, but maybe a kind of a different kind of man-to-man. It looked like a matchup zone. Can you just kind of talk about what you guys did, defensively in the second half, and how much of a difference did it make, with Texas's shot selections?
Well, we've been spending time on matchup for a while here. We just it's personnel driven, like a lot of things are. You don't want bad shooters to shoot. You want good shooters to shoot. You don't want bad defenders to defend. You want good defenders to defend. So we, I think we did a better job of personnel-wise, getting people where they're good at, to be able to do things they're good at.
Cody Nesper.
Hey, Coach, how important were the effort plays today?
Well, they were really good. I was hoping we would have got a few more of them. There were some loose balls that we didn't get, and I think one in particular where we had the arrow and we had 3 timeouts left, and we didn't really secure that one. But we played hard. We played hard the second half. I thought the second half is the way we need to play all the time. It hasn't. I mean, we haven't done it, but that's the way we need to play the second half.
Ryan Pritt.
Hey, Bob. Ramey comes back in the game there late, hits 2 straight threes, and then Taz takes him into the lane, head fakes him, and picks up the 5th foul there. Deuce said that was something you guys said in the huddle, made it known he had for, but can you just talk about that play from Taz and how big that was and kind of how intelligent that is from a senior to do that?
Well, he got a little help from Coach Harrison, but yeah. Taz has a really good understanding of what's supposed to happen, and he's a guy that we can put in there that's, he's not going to shoot a fadeaway off of his back foot or anything. He's going to get somebody up in the air and get to the foul line or turn around and score it. And we feel really comfortable with him in the post.
Kevin Kinder.
Coach, following up on your finding things that your players are good at defensively, is some of that gap defense? It looks like your team did better, especially the second half, defending passes, some of the, skip passes that found wide open guys in the first half, got a few steals and a few transition chances.
Well, we did a better job of putting them where we wanted them to be. We gave up so many straight lines in the first half. It was ridiculous. And we did a better job of forcing them into areas that we wanted them to go to. We did a better job of making rotations. We had 3 or 4 steals there during the one stretch where we really made up some points, but a lot of it was those guys doing a much better job guarding the ball.
Back to Justin Jackson.
Coach, obviously kind of talking about, that defense here a little bit. Texas, I think, shot 70% in the first half, which is, pretty unworldly. From an analytics standpoint, I wonder if coaches kind of wonder about this. You kind of just go into the locker room and say, that there's no way they can possibly keep shooting like that. I mean, does that come into play at all? That kind of thinking?
No, Jordan, I don't think you would want to print what was said at halftime. I don't think it had a lot to do with any of that. It had to do about the work that we've put in and why don't we do what we're taught to do. our enthusiasm, to get it done, our ability to help one another, those kind of things that we didn't do a very good job of the first half and did a terrific job of the second half.
Back to Greg Hunter.
Bob, we talked so much yesterday about the conditions on this trip. Now that you've been down there 24 hours and you got the win, which obviously helps moods a lot, but how have been the conditions so far? Have you guys had a lot of hardship?
No, not really, Greg. We came into the arena thinking that, it would be, we were told, that the water pipes had burst and things, but the arena was fine. They didn't let any fans in. So if you listen to noise you heard was, I guess, computer generated. A little too loud for I'm getting old, man. It's a little too old to listen to all that noise, but no, that was good. And they were great. We came in and got some shots yesterday and they were terrific and very accommodating. And we heard a lot, we heard, actually we got a call yesterday before we left that the water pipes in the hotel that we were going to stay in, the one that we've stayed in virtually every time we come here, had burst. And so we were going to go to one about 45 minutes from here. And then we got another call saying that they fixed the pipes. So we were able to stay where we normally stay. They did a great job of, they went out and got food. They couldn't get any food trucks in because of damage to the roads. But they went out and got food, brought it in and cooked it for us, which was terrific on their part. So, I mean, it really hasn't been, it's been about as normal, I think, as it could be under these circumstances.
Our next question is from Mike Kazaza.
Hey, Bob, you guys have pulled off a few of these large rallies on the road or at home so far, and it seems like a couple of your players seem to enjoy that. I would imagine that's probably as important as anything else, to actually not only believe you can do that, but embrace it. Is that a big explanation for how this happens?
Well, I'm happy they are, because I'm not. I think they understood that we were about as bad as you can be, I think, in the first half. And I think they understood that. And this group generally, when they're challenged, they'll step up and try to meet the challenge.
Any other questions for Coach Huggins? Okay, thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Michael.